Hi guys, Sweet Cheeks here. Okay, so paranormal vlog time. Um, okay, I'm gonna start off this way, and hopefully this will all sort of tie in and make sense with you guys. But I'm weird. Okay, I think that I've noted this before, but I am. I never really grew up in a sense of believing that the monsters in the closet or under the bed like don't exist and stuff like that. I don't know how else to explain it other than I'm still afraid to sleep with the lights off, and watching horror movies terrifies me to the point that I think that the monster might really be there. um, so yeah, I'm a little crazy, I guess, but I think it's a point of me, the reason I believe in all of it is because I've seen so much of the stuff that it may not really be like like fangs and claws and furry monster or something, but you never really know what's there in the dark, and frankly, I don't want to experience it. But I seem to always put myself in those positions where I'm going to, which I guess you'll sort of learn about further into my vlogging. But today I'm just going to start with, I guess, like the earliest things I remember myself. I'm sure like there might be other things that pop up or something, and I might just throw back, oh yeah, back when I was like really younger, like this happened too. But as of right now, and I was sort of thinking like yesterday on it, trying to come up with these things. Um, the things, like first things I remember paranormal wise, start off in this house I lived in, which is the first house I remember living in. I was 3 or 4 when we moved in, and paranormal things probably that I remember around probably like age 6 or 7, and I don't know, like remember which order these happened in, so they might not go in like chronological, however you say that, order. But we'll just sort of start with the one that I think scared me the most, and it still sort of haunts me to this day. But I don't know, I was probably like 7, maybe younger. And this house we lived in, it was a 2-story house, but I feel like I should draw a picture. I'm gonna go grab paper and a pen. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is like a really horrible depiction, but like this part is like the front of the house, and it was higher than the back part of the house. It didn't look exactly like this, but I was trying to draw it the best I could to show that like the front half was higher, like it didn't fully cover like the back half all high, like I don't know, okay? But there's this little window there, okay? Remember that, like, you can see the little window. This is the back of the house, by the way. This little window looks out over the back half of the roof and into the backyard. Anyway, so, like, you know, the roof is like this, and it, like, comes down, and there's, like, another, like, small roof where, like, the attic was upstairs. The big roof, or the big roof area would have been, like, mine and my sister's bedroom. And at the time, we had bunk beds, and I, was being the oldest, was on the top bunk, and I could look down the hallway from our bedroom to, like, where the stairway was. Well, at the end of this hallway, where the stairs began, there's this little window, and you could see out, like, over the other roof and into the backyard. And in the backyard, there was, like, the telephone or power wire, whatever it is, that runs, like, from the, I call them the telephone poles, you know, and I'd never seen anything out there before. But the one night when I woke up in the middle of the night and had, like, rolled over, and I was, like, had looked out the window when I rolled over, and there was this thing sitting on the telephone wire. Plain as day, there was something sitting there. You couldn't see, like, well, I couldn't see any, like, definite shape to this, like, detail-wise, but I could see that it had, like, was sitting there. It was, like, a black shadow, had legs, and everything. And, you know, of course, with it being dark and it being nighttime, you can't really see, I couldn't really see, like, outside well, but I knew it was sitting on the telephone wire, okay? And this thing was there for, like, probably about a week, and every night he was there. I don't really know why or anything like that, but he was there. And it was like 2 or 3 nights into this, him like sitting on the telephone wire, that he opened his eyes, and there were just these big red eyes just staring at me. And I never really got any other like definite shapes or anything from him, besides the point, to me it looked like a small boy, probably like 5 or 6, sitting on the telephone wire. Was like the size-wise, if you understand what I'm saying. And I mean, you could see it was like 2 legs. You could see a definite like, shoulder and head form. It would scare me, especially being little. When I did tell like my mom and stuff about it, and other people, it was usually just that point of like, oh, it was probably your imagination, you probably saw a bird, it was probably an animal, or it was the tree in the backyard, which the tree was not like there. Like you could see the tree at night, and he was not part of the tree. Um, yeah, so it just really scared me, and made it hard to sleep, and it was horrible. Once that, like, after that week, he was, like, gone. Never saw him again, and it was a relief. It really was. But even, like, thinking, like, to this day, it is still creepy. And I think that's one of the reasons I have a fear of, like, looking out the windows at night. Let's see, something else that happened in that house was, I was probably around about the same age, and when you come like down the stairs, it sort of ends like there's like a little like landing when you come down the stairs, and so like in front of you when you get down to the bottom, there's a wall, and like then there was a bathroom and there was a kitchen on the other side. So there was like only 2 ways you could go other than running back up the stairs. And one morning, as I was coming down the hallway to go down the stairs, I saw this figure. It was like a bright white light is the only way I can describe it. I didn't really feel scared. Like I felt like caught off guard, but I wasn't like terrified, and I didn't feel that need to be scared, if you understand what I'm saying. I guess if you've ever been around paranormal or had things like that happen, I think a lot of us, like, we get those feelings, like, we know something is, like, bad, or we know it's, like, not gonna harm us. I don't want to say good, because in some cases it may not be good, but we still don't feel like we need to have that need to be, like, terrified. I don't really know how to explain it. But anyways, it, like, walked, like, into, like, my view, so, like, through the kitchen doorway, and stopped at the bottom of the stairs, like, its body didn't really turn, just sort of its head, turned like this, and sort of looked up the stairs at me, and then, like, its head turned back, and it walked into the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. And I've always tried to be, like, rational, even since I was little, and so I was like, well, maybe it was my mom, heading into the bathroom. So I go down the stairs, and I looked to go to the bathroom. The door was shut, which I thought was sort of weird, because I just saw this thing walk into the bathroom, and I definitely didn't hear the door shut afterwards. And, like, this happened a long time ago, so I'm, like, trying to remember it. So if I don't have the story, like, quite accurate, I'm sorry. But from what I remember, I'd, like, opened the bathroom door, and there was nobody inside the bathroom. There was nobody inside the bathroom, which I was like, okay, why is the door shut? And why is there nobody in here? I just clearly saw somebody walk in this room. Why is there no one there? And so I was like, okay, so I like look in the kitchen, nobody there. So I like went and saw my mom and told my mom about it, and she just tried to play it off. Anybody else I told me it was probably car lights, which the way my house was, we lived in the city, and there was like 2 houses on this side before the corner and 2 houses on this side before the corner. And my kitchen was in the middle of the house, so like the only window a car light could have came through to like reflect into like the hallway, like towards the bathroom, would have been through the kitchen window, which basically like viewed my neighbor's house, so it's not like a car driving past could have like caused a light into there. And I don't remember hearing like a car drive by at that time, so nobody really like can tell me what I saw. had what I saw, and basically with me being a kid, everybody's side was, oh, you're just imagining it. It wasn't really there. It was car lights. You know, you had just woken up. Maybe you were still slightly dreaming, which doesn't make sense to me because I've never slept walk a day in my life. But yeah, so that was just sort of that. And like the other thing I remember, which honestly, I don't know if it was really paranormal or if I was just going crazy, but I used to have this like piggy bank, but it was like a bear. It's probably about like 2 feet tall, and it gave me the heebie-jeebies. Like it, even as I got older, it gave me the heebie-jeebies. But when I was a kid, I was older at this point, maybe like 10 or so, and my nose is like maybe 10 or so. And me and my sister no longer had the bunk beds. And, you know, the way our beds were, we had like a little bit of like walking room between like the wall and the bed, and then my bed and her bed, and then her bed and the wall. And we each had a desk and basically our random, like whatever else we had on like the side of our bed. And I had like my desk, and I can't remember if the bear was like in the corner, like if I had room between like the corner and my desk, or if the bear was actually under my desk. But I just remember that the thing like gave me the creeps. Like I just felt like it was staring at me type of thing. So I remember that I would like turn it and then make it like face the like corner or face the wall. And I remember like a few times where I woke up and swore I like looked at it and it was staring at me. But then in the morning, it would still be facing the corner. So, me being rational, I just played it off and said I probably just dreamt it because I'm afraid of the thing. And, you know, just like sort of whatever, and ignored it whenever I thought I saw it move. Well, then it started getting to the point where I actually woke up, like, after like thinking I saw it move at night when I roll over or whatever. I woke up and it was actually facing me, and I'm going, okay, maybe I didn't turn it last night before I went to bed or something, and, you know, who knew? I tried to play it off. It happened again, and I was like, okay, like, this is just too much. I know, and I think I ended up, like, putting a hat on it or something so I couldn't see its face, but it creeped me out, and I think eventually I ended up putting it in the closet so that way I wouldn't see it anymore. But yeah, I don't know if it was just me, like, being a kid and my imagination running away with me, or if it was seriously moving, or something was seriously moving it at night. And yeah, I did share a room with my sister, but for her to, like, get to that, she would have had to, like, literally climb, like, on my bed and, like, climb over me type of thing to be able to reach, like, around or like under the desk. So like I know it wasn't her moving things. But yeah, I guess it's like just, you know, general like creepy things. Either I'm crazy or they really happened. I guess like I know what I know, and you're just left with deciding if what I saw was real or if I'm a lunatic. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope I didn't give anyone nightmares or anything, I guess, with my stories. I don't know. They creep me out. And just sitting here, like, retelling them, I'm, like, creeped out. And, like, my window, like, I can see the power line. And I'm just sitting here going, I'm really glad it's still daytime. But, yeah. So, I'm going to try to keep these guys going for you. I know I've got quite a few more stories I can tell, and like my hubby and I want to sort of do like a paranormal investigating type of thing. So when those things start happening, I'll definitely be able to post more vlogs for you guys into like a present day stuff happening. Other than that, I will be posting another life story of my life past, which is this vlog, for you guys next week. I'm not sure if it'll be Friday of next week or what, just because my new classes start next Monday. So I'll have to see, like, schedule-wise, like, what day is going to be my least busy day, and then that'll probably be the day I'll be able to, like, record and edit. Other than that, they will be a weekly occurrence, and I'll be able to tell you what day of the week come next week. But look forward to the Story of My Life Present vlog sometime this week. It'll be my trip to the graveyard, which eventually will tie into a vlog that I do later, which you'll probably get a little bit of a backstory, but you'll get more in-depth when I get to that, like, story of, like, from my past later vlog for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoy these, and I hope you guys look forward to the next one as much as I do. Bye!